In life, there are times and there are situations that we want to go a particular way. And this word pivot keeps coming in my mind. Not sure why, but I remember dancing back in high school. Well, I do my little thing, it's turned and then you turn like that. But then it reminded me of how life has been going lately for me. You guys know I'm on my healing journey, and in this moment, pivot for me just means to change your direction, not complaining, and make sure you look good when you do it. Wendy J. Welcome back, or welcome. This is Flourish Girl Flourish, the podcast. This is your host, Wendy J. I know you guys are not used to this. You're just used to hearing my voice, but this is I. This is she. She is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Flourish Girl Flourish, the podcast. Like I said, I am your host, and this is season 5, episode 3. I'm excited to actually be here with you guys and just to do things a little bit differently. Just to do things a little bit differently. Not much. Just to sit and have a conversation, you and I, more intimate, and for us to get to know each other just a little bit more face to face. So, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, this podcast is all about the journey of flourishing, the journey of things getting better, things not staying the same. There is grace in this space, so there will be no foolishness, all love, all warmness, and all of us being vulnerable in this space. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and you guys can definitely follow us on Instagram at flourishgirl.flourish, and you can extend your support with our Cash App, wherever we gonna put it at. Cash App, $flourish girl flourish. So today we are going to discuss pivoting. Pivoting to the next decision, the next situation, the next career, whatever you have going on in your life that you thought mentally it's going to go just like this. I tell myself oftentimes to put the paintbrush down because I'm not in control. I am not in control. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Pivoting. So as you guys can remember at the beginning of the episode, I did a little dance. And that's how it felt when I was dancing back in high school. And my coach used to say, what called that specific dance. This is, you're pivoting. So pivot. 5, 6, 7, 8. All of that. I've been thinking about that lately. If I wanted something to go one way and it decided, you know what, and not it, but the it's destined to go another way, I can't complain about it. I'm not willing to jump in the middle of it, throw a tantrum, because we know there are times, as us being adults, our grown behinds, throwing these baby tantrums. And it may not be you kicking and screaming on the floor, but you are literally pouting, walking around with an attitude, everybody to blame but you. And I'm talking to you, Wendy J. Enough is enough. And you can say go with the flow. We can say go with the flow. But then you go with the flow and it goes into a place or to an area that you're not really wanting. Hence, my career. Outside of Flourish Girl Flourish, I do HR, human resources. I thought about it some times back and I could have sworn I was going to be an OBGYN. I wanted to be a sonographer. I wanted to be around babies, just to help women. And then I said, I think I like HR. But this episode, with my whole little spiel, I definitely wanted to talk about being able to pivot without allowing it to stop you in your tracks, have you given up, have you throwing that tantrum. But if you want to throw a tantrum, throw one in the privacy of your home, because we are all adults. Nobody want to see that junk. I know I don't. And I am talking to myself because, again, this is my journey. But however, if you find yourself having to pivot with something that you thought was going to be, you thought was going to happen for you, it may not be a right now thing. It may be a down the road type thing, and you have to take a different path. Take that path with dignity. Take that path with full of joy. Find your joy along the way. Think of this road that you thought you were going to go down one way, but you went a different way. And along the way, you're seeing these chrysanthemums, which are my favorite flowers. Stop and smell them. Shoot, plant some while you're there. Talk to some animals, whoever you want to be. Is it Snow White? Who was talking to the animals? Snow White. You know what all those cartoon characters, they was able to talk to all them animals. Okay? But yeah, talk to the animals. Listen to the birds chirp. Enjoy the journey. It's not always about you not getting what you wanted when you wanted it. It's about staying the course and following through. So, you say, Wendy J, I had this relationship that I thought was going to work. I had this relationship and it just went a totally different way. I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna get a little personal. So you can come on in a little bit, but don't tell my business because I'm gonna tell your business. But I feel like in my episodes, so again, if this is your first time tuning in, go back, stop this video and go back. Listen to my other episodes on Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those other streaming platforms. Listen to this particular episode called The Boy That Changed My Life. To the boy that changed my life. And I speak about my son, having my son out of wedlock. I was not married. And I thought that things would have went differently, but they didn't, And what typical single mom, baby mom, whatever you want to call it, I'm nobody's baby mother, okay? I do have a son, and I am a mother of a child, okay? You get that right. Thank you. Put some respect on my name now. I work hard. But it did not go the way I thought it would have. And because it did not go that way, I found myself kicking and screaming, wanting something that just was not in line with my life and with the other person's life. And realizing that now has been a big pull back from me. I found myself, holding on. You have somebody holding on to the carpet and you pulling their legs and they just scratching and scraping and bringing everything down with them. You find yourself doing that too. When it's time to pivot and it's time to change your direction and trust the process. Because if you fight against it, you're pushing back time. You're losing time. You're probably going to lose friendships, relationships, whatever. You're going to lose connection. You're going to lose a lot of things by you trying to change and go a different direction. Do not allow what you see now to be the thing that holds you back from what you deserve and what you know should be coming your way. Just because it's not happening now does not mean that it won't happen for you at all. It may not be that way, but it may still be a way. So grab onto it. Again, trust the process. When it came to friendships, I felt like, certain people will ride with you as long as you want them to ride with you. We ride till the wheels fall off. And they be the ones snatching the wheels off and y'all riding and not going nowhere. That's another pivot situation that at this point you need to get out of the passenger seat and you need to take control of your own life. Go a different direction. There are so many different examples that you can use in order for you to really understand what it means to pivot. Now, I'm not going to stand up and do this dance. Now, it will be nice to, for y'all to be able to see it, but it's literally you going a different way. And while you're going, like I said at the beginning, you look cute while you're doing it. I'm being funny. You literally do it with some type of trust that even though you're not in control, it's going to happen. It is going to happen. And as Tabitha Brown will always say it, I love these parts of her lives. Come here, come here. And she gets so close in that camera. Come here. It's going to be all right. It is going to be okay. I know that you are scared. I know it's not fair. I know. I know you're upset. I know everybody looking at you. I know you thought it was going to happen this way. I know that you thought it was going to be the way you thought it was. That's the problem. Stop thinking and do it. Move on. Move forward. Let your light shine. Don't stop here. If you give up here, that's it. So if you decide that you're gonna pick back up, you go back, you scoot back a little bit. You ain't gotta be so close now. We good. We done whispering. That was between me and you. If you caught that, you caught that. You didn't, it's not your business. Yes, Tabitha. Thank you, girl. Thank you. But stay focused. Stay focused on the bigger plan. If you don't understand it, take some time, journal. This healing journey has been I'll say one of the scariest moments of my life. Even having my child with that epidural and all the pain I was dealing with, it was scary. You know, you don't know how things are going to turn out, but you know for a fact that baby got to get here. So think of it that same way when you are trying to heal and be better or having to go a different route. Think of the bigger picture, that at the end I know it's going to work out for my good. It's going to work out for what is meant for me. And along the way, you may see someone else sniffing their own flowers and planting their own garden, and you all in their garden stay in yours. That's not called pivoting. That's called minding somebody else's business and being in somebody else's life when it come on back to your life, your journey. Healing has been hideous. I feel like it's becoming healthier for me, and I tried to find another H word, but I can't find one, so don't laugh at me. But healing it's been happiness. I'm finding that happiness. I'm finding what happiness looks like for me. And that's my pivot. That's me not being the same person that I was. Not saying that I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with operating that way. I'm not okay with that type of behavior. I'm not okay with being who I used to be, who I was yesterday, who I was an hour ago. Shoot, who I was at the beginning of this episode. I'm all for moving forward. Take your healing journey. That's going to be a part of this pivoting. It's going to be times where you're going to have to stop and check self along this journey while you still pivoting, going a different direction that you probably never thought you were going to go. Heal. Wendy J, I mean, you talk about heal so much, but why? Like, why you talk about it so much? Because it literally becomes your whole life. One thing at a time. If you guys tune back into season 5, episode 1, I talk about opening that door that holds all of your mess in it. Just opening up that closet door and letting it all fall out and letting you be able to see it instead of waiting for someone else to be around. I use the example of being in your home and you have company and you have this closet that you're going to stuff because you know they're coming over or you know they're coming around. You're stuffing up this closet with all your mess, your shoes, stuff that don't even go in there. You got it all in this closet. And the minute that they come over, it just pops open. And now all your mess is laid out on the floor. That's not what you want. Meaning you're spilling all of your past decisions, your past period is just laying right here in front of you, also within the company of your company. Deal with it now. Take this healing journey and, like I say, pivot with a smile on your face. It's not going to be the best, y'all. It's not going to feel the best, but it's going to give you the best. Oh, she like that. And you like that too. And if you do, you can go ahead and like this video. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay for you to press that like button and also share that with somebody because somebody's going to need to hear that. It's not going to always be your best. Now, darn, I don't even remember what I said, but I know it was good. And because it was good, I better not catch it nowhere. I said it first here. I said it first. But yes, y'all, this journey of just realizing how much we can be in our own way has been, it's not shocking because, you know, it's something that you're used to doing, but it is, like I said, it's scary. It's scary. I know sometimes it could be shameful. You know, you got people looking at you while you're having to pivot. And this isn't a continuing thing. Like, you may have to pivot one time, one day, and then deal with the stuff along that route and then pivot the next way. It's all about that, but don't stop dreaming, because I feel like that's on the end of it, or that's what starts it. You feel, you have that feeling of what you want to do, what you may want to see in your life. You know, shoot, what you may want to wear. Sometimes some clothes just don't do what they need to do no more. Let it go. Pivot, move on, throw it out, give it away, sell it, burn it, drown it, I'll bleach it. I don't know. Do something with it to where it's no longer in your possession. So I want you to take this moment to think about the things that you feel like may need a pivot in your life. What certain situations in your life needs to take a left, or needs to keep straight a little bit, maybe take a right, or it may just need a flat out U-turn. Start over. What part in your life, or what thing in your life, what relationship, what friendship, what something, whatever you've been thinking about as I'm talking about that right there. So you can try to hide it. It's up to you. This is the moment where I'm calling you out. I'm calling you right here. What is it? And what can you do to make this journey better for you? I can give you a couple of answers, you know. I'm nobody's therapist. I'm not licensed to do anything but drive. I can't do nothing but tell you something. What I can tell you is this. What about admit that it has the type of hold on you that it does, that you were willing to push that back and try to think of something else that was a little bit easier to let go? Let's talk about that, because I know a lot of times too, when people talk and they're saying certain things and it hits you in a different way, we tend to, and I say we because it's me too, Wendy J, I'm talking to you, we tend to run from it. We tend to protect it, bury it deep in our minds and our hearts, whatever, you know, whatever's mustering up in there, we tend to put it down and put it away and no one can see it. But what about when you wear it? What about when every move that you make is all about that one thing, whatever it is? You know, it has all type of, it has your emotions all over the place. That thing, that's what I'm talking about. Let me have it. Let me have it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, I ain't saying I'm gonna be dealing with it too, because we both gotta let it go at this point. But you put it right there. You put it right there. And when you do, let it go. I think I want to have an episode where we're gonna pop some stuff. How about that? We're gonna pop some stuff, let some stuff flow. Now, I ain't releasing nothing, but I'll pop it, because that may feel a little bit better. Do y'all know that they have this, is it an event place? But it's a place where you go and you're throwing glass, like glass plates and vases and they say it helps with your anger. Now, why do I know that? I don't know. I do not have an anger problem. Now, I don't think I have an anger problem. Okay. I just called y'all out to the flow. That you got to get that together. Don't hide nothing. Okay. I don't choose my words wisely. So that's what we're working on in this healing journey. And my reaction, like my episode that I just had, season 5, episode 2, I read a quote in my phone and it said that every action does not deserve a reaction. So how many of y'all want to go to this place with me? Does anybody know what the name of this place is, so we can go ahead and get our benefit? Go ahead and get our benefit. You know, we're not laying hands on people. We're not cussing people out. We're not dragging them left and right and talking about their mamas and bald-headed grannies. We're not doing any of that no more. Okay, we are flourishing, and when you say you're gonna flourish, when you say you're gonna flourish, you got to do it. So I just told some about me, and I talk about it a lot because that has been the one of the hardest things for me. I'll get a test, and I'll probably get another one coming soon because that's just how it goes. That's the only way you're gonna learn. That's the only way we're going to know that the work that you are working at, if it works. If it works. So find out what that place is. Invite me, please. Invite your home girl. Okay? Invite me. Let's go. Let's throw some plates. Let's talk. Let's scream. Let's talk about, people and let's say some bad words. Let them rip. I'm just playing. Let them have it. I'm just playing. But yes. So let it go. To be able to let it all go and to not have anything holding you back on your journey. You can visualize somebody, Bag Lady, Erykah Badu. That was one of my favorite songs growing up. Why? I don't know, but it was my first cassette tape that I received. It was a gift, and I would listen to it. Oh my goodness. She had 3 different versions. It was like this little Afro beat type, and then it was a cappella, and then it was the extended version. So it was 4, I'm sorry. It was the regular one, the extended, the Afro beat, and then the a cappella. And I used to listen to all of them, and I actually memorized all of them. So I would sing them around the house. And I know for a fact I didn't know what she was talking about. But because I just liked her voice, I just liked the vibe she gave off, I listened to it. Now that I'm older, she was speaking. She was speaking. Bag Lady, you gonna hurt? You gonna hurt? What? What? Dragging them what? Like what? Okay, we can't do that. At some point along this journey, you got to drop some bags off too. That's called pivoting. You thinking that you holding on to something that this may be good, but not you wondering why you're moving so slow, or you don't have that much energy on this walk, or you're easily distracted, or your moods are always off, just up and down, up and down. Drop the bag. Drop the bag. Drop the bag and understand that you are the bag. You the bag. You secure your bag. You the bag. Secure you. Secure you. Let's talk about that. Secure you. You're the bag. What does that mean, Wendy J? Well, you're the prize. You matter. You matter. You are the main character in this story. And even though they say, you write your story, you write your own story, correct. But you also have people that come along to change the narrative of your story too. And it's up to you to make sure that this story is continuing. Not going exactly how you want it, but the story is continuing. And you're going to have that moment in that story. We're going to have the moment in the story where it's not going to be, again, it's not going to be the way that you expected it to go. Cliffhangers. Maybe you holding on to the next chapter, whatever. This journey is it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. It's not for the faint. It's not for the people that say, whew, today I don't feel like healing, so tomorrow I'm going to try again. That's going to be the moment where all the stuff going to start coming at you. Everything in that closet going to keep falling down. Everything in that closet going to do this. And this is you right here. And instead of you acting like you juggling, take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time, one moment, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second. That's all you can do. Flourish. Truly flourish in this season of your life. Find those things that need to flourish. Find those things that need to be let go of. So this journey called life, this journey of flourishing can go as smoothly as possible. We're going to have speed bumps. There are going to be rocks in the way. There are going to be people that stop signs, traffic lights, traffic, people walking, they jaywalking. Why y'all jaywalking in the middle of the road? Move. You can get a ticket for that. Did you know that? You will not jaywalk in front of this car because I'm going to keep it going. I got to go. I got somewhere to be. I do. I got somewhere to be. And that's how you start to move. You have somewhere to be. We all have somewhere to be. What are you going to do when you're stuck in traffic? You maybe on the way to a meeting and you stuck in traffic. Oh, you going to complain the whole time, or are you going to prepare for your meeting? Maybe put something in your ear that's going to help your mood and get you ready. What you going to do? Pivot. Pivot, pivot, pivot. That is the word for this week. So when you decide, all right, your alarm go off, it's time to get up and do your regular routine, pivot. Think of that. Think that not all things are going to go the way you need them to go or the way you want them to go. But if they at least get to that end, you won. You going to win. Don't give up. Stay on this journey. Don't allow any and everything that is here to knock you off stop you. Don't let it. If you mess up, if you so happen to say, Wendy J, today is just not the day, I'm going to tell you it is your day. Today is the day. And just because you said that and you gave it that much power to even open your mouth and say those words that it's not your day, things are going to keep coming crazier just to test you. We don't want to keep failing tests. For what? For what? Just to do it again? That's like repeating the same grade and all your friends don't went off and you by yourself. That's lame. That's lame. That's not fun. That is shameful. That is scary. Who wants to keep repeating the same level over and over again? I've been talking about Super Mario for some reason. I'm not sure why, but maybe because those little 3 cords that go behind the TV, it's not fitting the TV I got now. Now, this is the second TV because my son done broke the first one. I got a problem with him. We need to talk about him. But I can't play my game. On my Wii, I can't play Super Mario. But that's probably why I keep talking about it. But who wants to stay on the same level? You know the same creature gonna come up at the same time. Every time. It never changes. You know when you hit this certain question mark or the little block, you know what you're gonna get. You know what surprise is gonna come up to help you beat this level. But for some reason, you're either not jumping high enough, or you're either not reacting quick enough, or you're not ducking fast enough. Whatever you're not doing right. If it takes you 10 or more times to do it, just give up. Just give up. But make sure that it's worth it. Make sure this journey is worth it to you. I can tell you to stay on it. Don't give up. Keep pushing. You're worth it. You got this. I can tell you all that. I can motivate you. Fine. I'll do my job. I'll do my part. But if you don't think that you deserve this, if you don't think that you can make it through this, and if you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. So it's up to you. I've said my piece. It is definitely up to you. And I'm going to turn it back to me. It is definitely up to me. It's 100% up to me to make sure that I stay on this journey and I become the best that I can be. I don't let anyone stop me, anyone or anything, any situation stop me. Who's scared of a pivot? Nobody should be scared of a pivot at this moment. Nobody. Because again, it's here to change the direction, but it's not here to change the feeling you get knowing what's at the end or what's best for you. It's not here to change that feeling of how you feel, to get your best, to be your best, and to operate as your best self yet. Don't be afraid of who on the other side. Don't be afraid of that new person. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's scary, like I said, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Get familiar with the new you. Take time for you and don't allow anything to stop you. So go on, pivot. Go on, pivot. We got it. You got this. I got this. Your homegirl got this. Your mom got, your grandma, your sister, your aunt. Everybody, we all got this. We all got this. And the men got it too, because I do have male listeners. Real men flourish too. Okay? Y'all got this too. And I'm proud. I am so proud of you. That was my post today on Instagram at flourishgirl.flourish. You can follow us. Yes. But I said that I'm so proud of you. I don't know who that was for, but that was really for me. Because you wait for other people to tell you that they're proud of you, and all you need to say to yourself is, I'm proud of you. They only say you crazy when you respond to yourself. So when you start, wait, was you thinking, girl, what? That's when you crazy. Try me not. Try me not. All right? Y'all gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna pivot with a smile on our face and know that things are gonna get better. All right. And so on to our favorite. Now, our first listeners, we do almond milk and agave. You know, like milk and honey, but instead we're doing it the healthier side, I guess. Something like that. So stick with me. Something like that. But for almond milk and agave, we go through that big old part of the show where we're discussing the things that we're working through, that we're working towards, that we're going to do better at, that needs to flourish. Hence, Flourish Girl Flourish. So I have some quotes that I love to take and to say to everyone to start their week off, or to finish whatever in your day, wherever you at in this moment that you are watching this video. I want to say this to you, and I want you to think about it, let it marinate, and then go ahead and cook that thing and serve it. Serve it right. That's all I'm saying. Serve it right. So the first quote that I have is, pivoting isn't plan B. It's part of the process. I'll say it again. Pivoting isn't plan B. It's a part of the process. All right? That's the first one. The second and the last one is, embrace failure. Missteps and roadblocks are inevitable, but are ultimately an opportunity to learn, pivot, and go after your goals with a new perspective. This is Flourish Girl Flourish, the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in with your host, Wendy J. Until next time.